Well everybody, I'm back again with another do-it-yourself 8BitDo kit. So guys, we're going to do the 8BitDo do-it-yourself Bluetooth mod for the Super NES gamepad. Now before anybody gets mad at me for taking apart a original gamepad, this one is chopped up in numerous places with broken wires. It is dead. So just want to make that clear so nobody gets all mad at me and starts to get upset. Last time I cried. Anyway guys, let's get right into it. Let's get this done. This should be a pretty easy mod. 8BitDo is pretty good at this. Let's see what's inside this box. See if we get all new pads or anything like that. I have no idea, as it is still sealed and I never got to open it yet. So sit back, relax, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Guys, I found blue again. I'm so happy we have blue. Whoa, blue almost cut my thumb open. Be careful with blue. Blue will bite you. As you can also see, I'm sporting a Nintendo shirt. Unfortunately, I could not find a Super NES shirt, but close enough, right? I think so. So let's open this up. You're going to need a Phillips screwdriver. Of course, I usually recommend, if there's anything in here, using your own. You have your instructions. Seriously? There's a blooper. Okay, so it comes in this nice bubble wrap, which is kind of cool, and it seems like everyone that I buy does this, so this is really nice. It's very well packed. So, as I assumed, they did give you a screwdriver, but I would recommend, I mean, you could use it, definitely. It will work, there's no doubt about that. You have your charge cable, which in this case, it's very proprietary, so don't lose it. I will show you guys up close here. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but it is, here, let me try and get even closer for you. It is a weird connector, as this unit actually has a weird setup for charging. So don't lose this cable. This cable is definitely important for this controller. I wish that wasn't so, but it is. In here. Okay, so you're using your own definitely using your own pads. So this has your board. I'll get a little closer for you. Your top buttons, which are right here. The battery. Of course, you know, the chips and the Bluetooth and whatever gear. And this little thing here is where that little plug plugs into. I'll show you that as we build it. I've seen a couple things about it before. It is kind of weird, but it works. Okay, so what we're going to need to do now, of course, is take apart this controller. So I'm going to change the camera angle for you guys and let you see the whole build. So yes, if you guys are wondering, I have upgraded my camera, thank God, or I wouldn't be able to do this without weird things happening. Look at that, look at that. Whoa, beautiful. And it's a 4K camera from Sony. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the better picture quality. I'm not uploading in 4K right now because of the simple reason that the file format's just really big. Yeah, if you guys are a fan of Metal Jesus Rocks or you know his channel, he uses the Sony AX53. And based on watching his videos, I went out and bought the Sony AX53. So there's something Metal Jesus did for me. He gave me pointers without actually giving me pointers. Doesn't return my emails, ever. I guess when you're big, you don't seem to remember or care about the small guy anymore. Alright, so we're going to take this apart. It's just 5 screws. I promise to always remember you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even be growing. Looks like I'm gonna have to clean these screws up. So again, like I said, this should not be a very hard job. Yeah. Okay, so there we have it. The old board is now out. And I'll probably keep the board around as you can see here, the cable actually just plugs in. So I don't think there was anything else wrong with this other than the cable. So I will keep the board as a backup in case, there we go. So it just unplugs like so, and you can get rid of your cable. So I think you can actually order these online, but I'll just keep it around for a backup of, if I have a gamepad or whatever that goes bad. So we need that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now actually is I'm going to give this a bit of a cleaning, as it looks kind of, it's not bad, but it's not great. So I'm going to take all this out. Oh yeah, it's gross. Look at this, guys. Just look at the gross. Oh, let me try and get that right for you. It's hard to... Look at how gross that is. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use some alcohol. I'm going to start with the Q-tips. Actually, yeah. This is gross. But I mean, if you're going to make a brand new controller, technically, out of this, you might as well make it nice and perfect clean. Why not enjoy and you know, put a little bit of investment into your time? And it's not really going to take long to do this. It's just disgusting. But it looks like this controller was well used. So we can honestly say that, and it'll be somewhat well used again. This is just, like, look at that, right inside there. See the starter select button? It is disgusting. Like, it's cool that it was well used, but at the same time, look at that. But I don't want someone else's grossness. This was a controller I picked up in a lot. Actually, I got stuff ordered to repair the Nintendo for you guys. The power port's busted, and I figured I'd salvage it. So I ordered a new piece for that. When that arrives, I'll show you guys how to change the DC jack in a Super NES. A little bit of work, but it'll be worth it. Better than keeping it for scrap parts. Cleaning the heads on screws is very simple. I just take them, rub them on this paper like that, and they usually come off pretty clean. It's just a lot of dirt and hairs that get stuck on it. So this will help you clean it right up. Just so when you look in the holes, it doesn't look like a dirty darkness. You'll see the shine. Okay, so let's get this together. As you can see, pretty simple to put back in. Not much to it. I even got the thing lighting up here, which has to sit in like this, which hopefully will go all together when I do this. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here, but I don't think it's going together quite the way I want it. So I'm gonna look at what's possibly causing this. Now we go to the instructions just in case. Was there something I was supposed to remove? Nope. So when this goes down, it's hitting something. I think I see what it is. Oh. It's my bad. Okay guys, so it was my bad. It literally, basically, I had left and right in the wrong spot, causing it not to close proper. So there is the spot that I talked about where that weird cable plugs into. There actually is a USB port right in here, I believe, that you can plug into either for, I think it's both for, if you need to firmware or do any firmwares, there's a USB port on the board. You could, I think, charge from there as well. But this here is already here with the special cable. So the cable just plugs in here and it fills in that hole really nicely. As you can see, it's flashing. And right now we have ourselves one beautiful, original 8BitDo inside Bluetooth wireless gamepad. Okay guys, so what did you think? I think this was actually a pretty easy build when you don't mix up your left and right L&R buttons. I was looking at it and I was boggled. Why would it not go back together right? Just enough to say, oh, something's wrong. Left and right buttons were mixed and it just didn't seat right. So anyway, after I fixed that, we ended up with a beautiful controller that I can now match with my Sega Genesis one that I did, the 6-button one you guys seen in the previous video. And this way, when a friend is over, we can both enjoy good quality gamepads. I will use the Sega one, of course, and company will use the Super NES one. Well, next time guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I love doing do-it-yourself videos or mods or anything to build. As you guys know, I do a lot of that lately, and I'm going to do a lot more. As I said, pretty soon up and coming, I'm going to show you guys how to repair a Super NES that has a damaged DC port. Is it going to be easy? Is it going to be hard? We'll soon see. But anyway, till next time guys, thank you for watching. Game over.